The surgeon's perspective: why walking isn't enough after 75. As orthopedic surgeons, my colleagues and I represent a collective fraternity of medical professionals spanning the globe, from the surgical theaters of Japan and Germany to rehabilitation centers in North America. Between us, we share over 4 decades of direct experience treating the human musculoskeletal system. We have witnessed the fragility of the aging body, but we have also seen its remarkable capacity to rebuild. There is a dangerous oversimplification circulating in modern wellness culture, often propagated by tech entrepreneurs and influencers. The idea that for those over 75, walking is the only necessary exercise. They claim resistance training is obsolete and steps are all that matter. This is anatomically incorrect. From a biomechanical standpoint, walking fails to answer critical questions about aging. How can low-impact movement reverse muscle atrophy, sarcopenia? How can walking stimulate bone density without significant load or tension? How can a linear movement train the fast-twitch muscle fibers required to catch you during a fall? Walking is maintenance. It is not restoration. After reviewing hundreds of clinical papers and testing protocols from longevity hotspots like Japan, we identified 5 specific exercises that do what walking cannot: restore structure, stability, and strength. Here are the 5 essential movements for the 75-plus demographic. 5. The proprioception reset, heel-to-toe walking. The science: this movement, known clinically as tandem walking, targets proprioception, your body's internal GPS that tells you where your limbs are in space. Research from the University of Pittsburgh indicates that proprioceptive accuracy degrades by roughly 25% between ages 65 and 80. When this sense fades, you lose the ability to navigate uneven ground. The protocol: imagine you're on tightrope. Place one foot directly in front of the other, heel touching toe. Perform this alongside a wall or counter for safety. Focus on precision, not speed. Aim for 20 consecutive steps, twice daily. The result: studies in rehabilitation archives show that 8 weeks of this practice can improve dynamic balance scores by 19%, directly translating to confidence in crowded or uneven environments. 4. The independence indicator: chair squats. The science: the ability to rise from a seated position without using your hands is strongly correlated with longevity. After age 75, we lose approximately 3% of muscle strength annually. The sit-to-stand movement fights this decline by engaging the quadriceps and glutes, the primary engines of mobility. The protocol: sit in a sturdy chair, feet hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest, or hover them if you need balance initially. Lean forward, drive through your heels to stand, and, crucially, lower yourself slowly. The descent builds muscle fiber. Target: 2 to 3 sets of 10 repetitions daily. The result: Tufts University research highlights that a 12-week regimen can boost leg strength by 28% and stair climbing ability by 22%. 3. The fall preventer: standing hip circles. The science: most falls are not caused by forward weakness, but by lateral, sideways, instability. Weak hip abductors are the single strongest predictor of falls in adults over 70. Walking works on a linear plane, forward/backward, leaving the hip stabilizers to atrophy. The protocol: stand near support. Lift one knee toward your chest. Rotate the knee outward, then backward, drawing a large circle in the air. Perform 5 slow circles in each direction per leg. The result: clinical trials indicate that mobilizing the hip joint can improve lateral stability by 31%, drastically reducing the reaction time needed to correct a stumble. 2. The safety brace: isometric wall push. The science: isometric exercises involve exerting force against an immovable object without moving your joints. This is joint-safe but incredibly potent. A study in the Journal of Applied Physiology found isometrics increased muscle force production by 35% in seniors, compared to 22% with standard lifting. More importantly, it trains the rate of force development, how fast your body can tense up to protect itself during a fall. The protocol: stand facing a wall, arms at shoulder height, palms flat. Push into the wall with maximum effort for 10 to 15 seconds. Keep your body rigid from head to heel. Repeat 3 to 5 times. The result: this activates the entire kinetic chain: hands, shoulders, core, and legs, simulating the bracing action required in real-world accidents. 1. The gold standard, single leg stance. The science: this is the single most vital exercise for the 75-plus demographic. Walking is essentially a series of single leg balances, but the duration is too short to train stability. If you cannot stand on one leg statically, you are at risk dynamically. Inability to hold this stance for 10 seconds is linked to an 18% higher mortality risk and a tripled risk of falls. The protocol: stand near a wall. Lift 1 foot 1 inch off the floor. Maintain stability in the standing hip and ankle. Goal: hold for 30 seconds per leg, 3 times a day. Tip: do this while brushing your teeth. The result: German research suggests this single intervention can reduce fall risk by 43%. It strengthens the neural pathways that walking neglects. The surgeon's verdict: we do not suggest you stop walking. It is excellent for cardiovascular health. However, walking leaves gaps in your biomechanical armor, specifically in balance, lateral stability, and fast twitch reaction. These 5 exercises require less than 15 minutes a day and 0 equipment. By integrating them, you aren't just maintaining your ability to walk. You're actively rebuilding the structural integrity required to live independently. Start today. Your future self depends on it.